questions?
I have a question, not necessarily on what you were directly talking about, but more of your experiences. What was one of your introductions into Buddhism? Because you said you started practicing around like 5 or 8 years old. Was it just acceptance of like open love for everyone, or was it like something as simple as like pranayama and like practicing with beads and like breathing techniques? Like, what was your introduction to religion?
Well, and when you're 5, too young to be studying anything, you're innocent. The monastery just take me because that, our country, more number of the monks, and then high monastery give the scholarship, that monastery. So they put me name there, so they bring briefly me get temple in a little bit, then bring my mom to raise me back. The 8 they took it and they studied me. So of course that is not immediately like that. You have learned writing, readings, learning all kind of things, the ritual, then meanings, you are study meaning of that, then put into practice. Practice not easily that like, is it somewhat is not easily. Somewhat is easily. Then depending, you're really into that, you're understanding, then you enjoy it. And you're not, beginning you don't like that, it's very hard to study. You don't like this, you don't want to study for this. And then you're not studying, you don't interest to practice, then you not learn nothing. You can stay whole life in the monastery, nothing also like that. But when you have certain point that you have good teacher and you are intelligent enough and you learn something, certain point you like more study, more go deeper, then you want to put into practice through. So that's why you learn stage by stage, So I think your question is how I can learn these things, right?
Sure, yeah. Like, what's a small introduction to?
Yes, well, you have to study, more study. Tibetan and in general Buddhist we say hearing, reflecting, and meditation. These 3 things go together. The beginning, hearing means listening teachings. Teaching lesson from teacher who qualify, who experience realization. Listen them carefully, repeatedly, then not just leave there, but reflecting. You hearing right, wrong, and reflecting by debating them in different way to make truth. Then after you are hearing and reflecting, what you do is the meditating, put into your experience, meditating. So that's where you go path, progress.
Thank you.
Yes.
We were talking beforehand that we shouldn't just attach ourselves have love and compassion to one individual, but to, in a sense, everyone, even our enemies. And you were talking about how if the enemy hurts you or attacks you, you should still love them. In Buddhism, are people still allowed to defend themselves if they are getting hurt? They can still love the person, but are they allowed to defend themselves so that they aren't being hurt anymore?
Yes, you mean if something come to danger to you and you have to defend yourself. Of course, you can defend yourself. Your precious human body is lots of. You can do good things yourself, good things other. You cannot just somebody that to kill. You have to secure. You cannot defend yourself. Yes, you can. Yes, it's the best defend by not harming others. You defending, not harm others. You know that. So that is very hard. But in a bodhisattva, always they say something like that. Say that you have no problem, you have no mistake, you make it. And if somebody just grab you and chopping your head, and then in that case the bodhisattva, somebody chopping a bodhisattva head, but what bodhisattva do? The bodhisattva not concerned pain and he killing bodhisattva, and bodhisattva concern is he killing me, he will get bad karma to kill me. And I wish to this killing me cannot make any bad karma for him. Even somebody chopping your head, you not give up your compassion to that person. So say, đó là những cái chúng ta mình để chẳng, còn là đại gấu chế chế này, những gì anh thì thì phần nào đó thì mà cái sự là so that is the kind of quoted there. Some scriptures say, somebody chopping your head, you have no problem, you don't do anything, you just grab you chopping. But in that case, you still powerful your compassion to that person. You want to take all the suffering pain he'll gain from this action, take upon me. I wish to him to have no suffering pain caused by this, So that much is the giving up yourself to Bodhisattva. So that case is not easy, that case. You need to have great merit, purification, great realization, great selflessness practice, So that is a Bodhisattva even go that, that part. So that is one way. But another way, Buddha has historically said one time Buddha was kind of a merchant, he was kind of, I think he's kind of sailing the boat. He's a sailman. And he has kind of bunch of the 16 person merchant taking the boat to get other shore of the good, and drive. And then all these inside the passenger are the Bodhisattva, The Buddha himself is sailing, he's the Buddha himself. And then he knows what's going on there. And the other shore, they get all the things aboard, very expensive, put in boat, load it, next day to come back. So what happened is there's some thief want to kill all of them and take all the good himself. So Buddha is Bodhisattva, he's omniscient, he's meditated, he see that he thought this man is going to attitude to kill all of us. This karma, he will be never born human being again. So he want to know how I can save this, So it led him to do it. Then he killed 16 arhat. And then Buddha himself, high level Bodhisattva. So that's happening. He is clairvoyant, he noticed that. After all, Buddha dedicated, he said, okay, I go to hell killing him. I'm not going to go to hell, kill this Bodhisattva to go to hell. And Buddha killed him. You see, the one point. So that case, his attitude is not get him to bad karma and go to hell round. Rather, he go to hell, not go him. So he saved arhat and saved himself. So that marriage, in the great good deed, he's gained from that because he born in God around. So that also, that's again, motivation is important, action is not important. That is the kind of Buddha dedicated doing that. Give up his own suffering, let him to suffer and pain, go down, let him to not go. So rather I get it. So in fact, his motivation make him not go to bad, good out of that, you see? So that is the attitude one you say, depending on yourself, And that again, Bodhisattva, human being, we have to be careful what we can do best. Be good attitude. And whatever comes, that's my karma, let to come. And no one will gain karma, so good attitude. That kind of good, powerful attitude you have while that happening may not happen nothing for you. Because this powerful can secure, protect you. Okay?
That answers my question.
Okay. Okay, is anyone?
You guys are not gonna find like another opportunity like this. So, questions?
You can ask anything you think, you want to say. Actually, the purpose of this morning, explaining you this all, that's good, You want to need these things, even to know or anything, ask any question. So my teaching is maybe too deep for you, maybe too shallow, whatever. but you can have other question you have. You welcome. Yes.
Did
Yeah,
you,
you go ahead.
Did your perspective on Buddhism change after you left to go learn about other religions?
And say again.
When you left to learn about other religions, did your perspective on Buddhism change?
No, I don't think so. I changed because I didn't find anything to change that I have already, and I learned then about their religion, their attitude, and I learned about that. But there's not need for me to use anything those. But good to know what their view. But I don't think I need to borrow from them. So that's yes. I'm not changing my religion. Yes. And also I'm not critical to other religion because Buddha doesn't say to be critical. Buddha says every religion is good. You know, religion is good. Practice of religion is not good at the dark age, and they use the religion for their purpose, harming other beings, propaganda for political, all these things. But religion is always good. They will contribute small way or big way, you know. And I find I'm learning, understanding up to all Buddhist path is very wider, deeper, and profound than other religions. That's I find it. But I no complain. They do their best to attitude to what they know. They learn their religion, they faith and the trust. So they doing their best. Yes,
What was your relationship with the Dalai Lama?
The Dalai Lama is my teacher. He's teacher and also temporarily our political leader. And as well, so especially we have more look him as Buddha himself. You know, so it's a very good. And yes, morning, evening we pray. Daily here we pray. Yes. You met Dalai Lama? He came there. Not Kunchali. Dalai Lama came university in San Diego University. I was there with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When did you come?
I think that there is a long time, I don't know what the year was. There's one Tibetan guy, he was not professor, he's a student, about to ready to leave. He was introducing Dalai Lama. I think he's still here. He worked in a university, sometimes he come around here.
Okay.
Very smart guy. He was student then, you know. And he was there and he introduced Dalai Lama. Yes. Dalai Lama, they give honorary doctor degree. They want. Not to use our head. Yes, please.
What is your perspective on the term like atheist, and do you believe love can be found in that?
Atheist?
Yes.
No, it is connected with calling it as
Atheist.
atheist.
And you said that like all religions basically are trying to give something good in general. Do you think if you are atheist you can find that, like the good?
I think that case, you know, someone, they don't say I'm religion. They're more religion than true who as proud we say I'm religion. Someone say, oh, I'm not religion, they're better. I go different state giving teaching, sometimes I stay in a family, sometimes hotel, I stay in some family house, but they are not religion. And I'm staying, we have breakfast together talking. They are best life they live, very pure life, you know, very good. But they say they don't religion, they don't like religion. Especially most of them say organized religion, we don't like it. So that I found them has very good attitude, good, you know, keeping warm heart, loving, but they don't say they are doing any religions. No name of religion, but they're doing better than the religions. I found that, so therefore, you never knows, you know, who is the greater. Someone use the name of the Buddhist or religion. Someone doesn't use the name of religion, but they're doing very good, you know, following the religion system. they do, yes. So I think that is depending, Some non-religion, they have not believing anything, so therefore they don't care. Some of them care their family, and they sometimes they for their family they can kill and stealing, do all kind of things for helpful for his family. That's okay. And that's what they call maybe their religion too. But that is worse than non-religion. Name of the religion they do sometimes kill beings. They speak out also. They told family is important. Protect the family, they can do anything. That's okay. And I saw that kind of religion they call, So that's not the non-religion, they call religion that too. So then someone say no religion, but they're very good ethically, and they're very, very good, and they live their life very positive, pure, that is, again, so not need to name of religion, do good things, that is what count, Sometimes name of religion, they do all kind of mistake. I hope answer your question. Yes, please.
I see a lot of different images in the room and the statues. Do they all represent the same thing, or do they represent something different in Buddhism?
This picture are the Dalai Lama picture, some lamas living human being, but they come human form, but they are Buddha, so helping the human being, they have to be human being, and they have to give him human language, communicate with him human being, and they have to come as human beings. So they are really, we believe they are Buddha, but they come down to take the reborn human being to help human being, And then you can see the image, those picture, those picture are also another level of the Buddha emanated to the form of the deities, So these are the Buddha's same things we call Dharmakaya is Buddha state. It's where is Buddha live, state of the Dharmakaya, state of completely state enlightenment, And then they are out of their compassion, they emanated first like Bodhisattva, like these deities, the 4 arm, 2 arm, many arm, you can see the deities. These are all the Buddha's wisdom emanated, So this is the kind of level they emanated to benefit to another level, high level beings benefiting by these things, And for us, that's called Sambhogakaya. But in the Manakaya, like Dalai Lama, enlightened being, but he come human being, called Nimanakaya, incarnation. So they came for us to benefit. They can communicate language and talk to us as human situation, human experience, and then they talk that way to introduce us to Buddhist path, So this is all emanation of the Buddha. So that some of the deities, compassion, peaceful, some wrathful, some males and female also. So all this is same is the emanation of Buddha, and Buddha's wisdom emanated, so some people anger, they emanate, compassion, Avalokiteshvara. Sometimes very stupid, then people like that, they emanate Manjushri wisdom. So that deity, so like those different individual need different wisdom of the Buddha, they emanate their own to lead them, guide them to enlightenment. So these all, even I'm Buddhist long time, I don't know every detail of all the deities. I don't know. So many of them. This area I know with that. I know thereby I kind of hung around here. This more than this. Some museum I saw. I don't know those deities, but some lineage know that. That's not like it's unuseful. Very useful, very important that for their lineage. So this Buddha wisdom is beyond our human intellect can reach that. So that's the kind of emanation of the Buddha. Yes.
Oh, and in your life, have you ever doubted Buddhism or questioned any of the beliefs?
Repeat again.
In your lifetime, have you ever doubted Buddhism or have any questions about the beliefs?
You mean my lifetime I question Buddha? Of course I have questioned, yes. I'm not disbelieve the Buddha, but I have to question, yes. So that's normal. Until you reach enlightenment, you have questions, you know. So that after enlightenment, you become omniscient, so no question there. Until then, Bodhisattva has question, yes. If we know, then we will not be like this. We don't know, therefore we are here. So of course I have lots of questions, yes. But I don't have any disbelief, even in my dream. That's for sure, yes. Yes, please.
What does your like average everyday look like in terms of like how often you meditate or whatever kind of practices you incorporate in your everyday?
I think daily I try, when I have time in my schedule here in Central here, when I live here, is my base headquarters. Here I will, my own everything, so I morning around 5:30 and maybe 35, 39, I wake up. And I take care of my shrine room. I have my own shrine there on the other side. I clean and clean, offering neck, then we light candle, incense. And then they ring the bell at 6 o'clock here, then I come with group here, I meditate with group. We chanting English first, then later we chanting in Tibetan. We meditate and chanting here for 1 hour. And after immediately finish this, I go to my room, I sit, meditate from 7 to 10. Sometimes 9:30, sometimes 10, sometimes 9, depending, you know. So I practice that morning. Then 10 o'clock I breakfast, then I go to walk, and daytime I see people and work in office a little bit here, there, you know, so that's my time. And in the evening I come back, 8 o'clock meditate group here, everybody come meditate, then I go 9, finish here, then I go practice myself, then that will be 9, 10, 11, sometime I practice, before I sleep, practice, then I sleep. So that's my daily routine practice when I'm here in my home. But when I'm traveling, sometimes I traveling 1 month, 2, 3 times my airplane I fly. So used to I enjoy, but now not anymore enjoy. Look like too much. Anyway, so then I have schedule change. You know, I jet lags, all things. The other way, I stay sometimes family house, sometimes hotel. It's not my routine time, so I go by their times. You know, sometimes I go to, you know, teaching, sometimes late, sometimes early, so it doesn't matter. So sometimes I really practice that time. I engage with people, interview, talking. When I leave from here, not too much time. So, but I try, I do this. I would say that I'm not forgetting Dharma, but I'm not putting into practice too much when I travel. Yes.
Why do you travel? Like, do you go to different like talks to people, or what do you do?
I have small group all over in the state.
Oh.
And then every month, every 6 months, you can see the flyer there, you can take it, you can see where I am every month. So they call here my secretary, and he will be give the time. 6 months I'm gone, and from now to until August I'm gone, already booked. So I go different states, teaching someplace. And this 6 months I going to Asia, I think, so Asia, I'm not here. And this Sunday I'm going in India, but lots of problem now, some canceling because of the virus. So some still continually, so I go to Bhutan, Nepal, Vietnam, China, I'm not going this year because of the virus, very dangerous, they say. So then I come back in August, we have another schedule, then all United States I go. That time, I apply first time. Long as now this time from here to Delhi, it's a long flight. But it used to be okay, but now not enjoy too much because age makes not enjoy the traveling. Okay, yes, all right.
thank you so much, Rinpoche, for hosting us and for sharing your wisdom with us. We really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank
so
you very much, Professor. So nice to see you again. Hope to see you again.